We played Half-Life 2, right? When we were kids or older. But I realized something from this. Have you guys ever heard of the soundtrack of the Half-Life 2 Distorted Trumpets? Honestly, it scared me when I played Gary's mod. Cause it was a mod and I heard it from a horror map. Pretty much when I didn't know it was from Half-Life. And I got PTSD from it when I first heard it like a couple of days ago. But the origin of it was from the Steam Wikipedia of Half-Life on Steam. So many theories about about this. What caught my eye about this dude's statement is very, very concerning to me. Context said this: "What is the creepy radio sound, and what's its meaning? Whoever heard the creepy radio sound, the demolished City 17. Well, if you haven't heard the whole sound effect, this is a creepy enough from what you hear, but the full audio is just scary. People think that G-Man is behind this. Some think about other possibilities, in my opinion. I think it is the work of G-Man. Here's why. If you look at the screens attached to the buildings in City 17, you will usually see Dr. Breen going on about something stupid, most likely, but in the D1_canals, there is a flashing screen in the distance that you can see Static and Breen on. But for a split second, you can see a red flash with G-Man on it. If he isn't in electronic systems like the radio and the screens, he is most likely behind it. But if G-Man is behind the sound, what is the sound? A secret message? A threat? Who knows? I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think the sound is? And do you think that G-Man is behind it? Let me know. And another thing, right under it, Dr. Frosty has something to say that made quite sense. Yeah, it's actually the darkest song in Half-Life 2 entirely. I personally don't like it. It's way too eerie. This is a bit of an old thing, by the way. It's nothing new. Originally posted by Half-Life 2 soundtrack Wikipedia. If radio is played backwards, one can slightly hear a woman saying, "Gordon, can you hear me? Gordon, can you hear me?" Or "G-Man, can you hear me? G-Man, can you hear me?" The name radio is perhaps derived from the similarity of the sound in the old or out of tune radio, and that with the backwards version, Gordon, G-Man, can you hear me? Makes an explanation. Someone trying to contact Gordon or G-Man with a badly pre-recorded message, recorded backwards and with a high-pitched tone over it. Radio is composed of two samples that come from the 1995 sample library Cockaloo Land. Ghost in the Machine from Zero G, composed by Ian Sanderson and Simon Mills. The first one is called Distorted Trumpets, while the second one, whose pitch has been raised, is called Is That the Door? The second part of the radio, Is That the Door, can also be heard in the film 28 Days Later and 26 Seconds, Postal in the Central Park theme. The Max Payne soundtrack at 24 minutes, and Silent Hill Shattered Memories as a song called Ice. I personally think this is interesting about the Half-Life radio noise. I only heard it from Gary's mom when Markiplier and Yummy Mash played United Co-op. It plays it on the radio too. They don't know about it either. Listen to yourselves.
Okay. Blood on the wall. Okay.
Oh, where'd that come from?
I don't know. I guess I'm... Fuck off! Fuck off!
You okay in there? The door closed behind you!
No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Can you not come through?
Hang on, I gotta get the door off. Ah! I'm stuck! What the hell? Oh, okay. There's like something stopping me from getting through to it. I don't know why.
Oh, let me see if I go forward. Oh my god, this looks horrifying.
Oh! What the hell? You're back!
Mark, it wasn't nice.
What happened in there?
After I did some further research, I tried to see if I can encounter this radio distortion, but I failed to, because it was taken out from Half-Life, the PC version confirmed by Emma on YouTube. but I played the backwards verses, so now I can understand the words in the end. Listen closely. Apparently it says this: Gordon, can you hear me? They're all dead. Or in the end, they are dead. They're dead. Can you hear me? They're dead. This is sort of confusing. You guys should be the judge. Here's the regular version. I contacted a good friend of mine, Dr. Coomer, good guy. Met him in August, and our relationship is very great, but I asked him about the distorted trumpets. This is what he said.
Yes.
Yo, Pac, are you like a Half-Life, 2 type of person? Are you like a big fan of the project?
Oh, dude, the entirety of Half-Life, I'm a big fan. I memorized the
Okay,
entirety of the lore.
good. I'm glad that I get to know you about that. So, I have a question for you, if you're willing to answer.
Go
So,
on.
have you heard of the distorted trumpets, like that creepy ass radio sound?
You mean the...
Something, well, not entirely that, but here, I'll let you be the judge of this one.
Let me see. Reddit. Oh, God. Oh, those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I've never explored, but I have heard it
Yeah.
in the game.
So yeah, I'm doing a video about it, and I was gonna ask you some questions if you know about it, since you love Half-Life, and so do I. I haven't played Half-Life 2 4 years ago, only but the demo, back on the Xbox 360. But the thing is that my question is, do you know where, or have you ever experienced that distorted trumpets, and do you know what's the origin behind it?
I do not know the origin behind it, but I believe it usually played as ambience whenever nothing's happening in your escape in City 17 from City 17.
Yeah, a lot of people are
I
saying the demolished City 17, it will play at some parts. So I did a bit
it
of research that it
It's
was from
strange is
zero
that it's not
G
categorized as music. It's ambience.
ambiance. Oh wait,
Ambiance.
yeah,
Sorry,
ambiance.
I'm American, so
Ambience, ambience and ambiance. It's the same thing. But yeah, thank you, because I'm once again I'm doing a video about the history, the background of behind the distorted trumpets, and I said, you know what, let me contact Dr. Coomer to see what he thinks about it, because I know he's a Half-Life 2 fan, and so am I. I haven't when I played it on the PC, I never experienced that. The only time I only experienced that noise, because if you know Yummy Match and Markiplier were playing Gary's Mod Horror Maps,
uh-huh.
yeah, I remember they hit the radio and that will play. It will play the distorted trumpets. I didn't really care too much about it, but it was scary. But I didn't know it was in Half-Life until a couple of days ago, until I found that out.
One of these comments says this audio doesn't originate from a song. It's sampled from Zero G's Altered States. Recognize. Okay, so this is from an audio library and has been used in multiple stuff apparently.
Oh yeah.
TV shows, movies, games. But
Oh.
it's most known in Half-Life.
Oh, so that's the reason why? Wow.
So they just kind of took it from an audio library because they thought it was creepy.
I mean, yeah, that would made sense, honestly.
If I were to be taking a wild guess out here, I'd say it's okay. So here's the thing. I personally think it's not an actual in-game sound. From my perspective, I believe it's just Gordon's mind, and because you know how when you go to the park and you touch the baby, or you can actually when you go to the park, there's no kids, right?
Yeah, there's no
So, but
kids.
there's
It's
still
just empty.
children's laughter
Oh yeah.
because as a sign of
Wait a
like
minute. I
memory.
think I experienced that before. I remember how we hear child's laughter, and I didn't really care too much about it because I thought there was actually kids playing. You're right.
It's not because it's not because there was nothing playing. It was a sign of memory of what was, such as City 17 being a place of happiness and music. And music is often known as an emotion. So these trumpets represent what something used to be.
That's like
Now
somewhere in
broken.
Gordon's memory.
Now broken, glitched. Yeah,
Oh
that's
wow.
that's what I think it is.
Damn, bro. That's crazy. Honestly, I didn't really think that. I mean, I was not too big on Half-Life at one point until like a few years back because I didn't really play the game. I said, you know what? Let me go
Dimsy,
spend some money to play on Half-Life 1 and 2 and see like what the gist of the game is.
Busy.
Go on.
I'm glad I could help with that.
Yeah, I'm glad that I have somebody who knows about Half-Life more than me.
So you're gonna take that thing up about it with the whole memory thing?
We'll see about that, but I haven't gone really deep into it. My main objective is talking about the trumpets, the distorted
Ah,
trumpets, for now.
okay.
And then you can hit me up with some info about like Gordon's memory, this and that, and just send me links and all that so I could take a look at it and write my script. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Call me anytime.
All right, thanks.
See you.
See ya. So I did more research about what Dr. Cooper talked about, and I searched up 0G, what he told me to do. I searched up 0G and it says distorted trumpets. I click on that. It sounds the exact same thing as Half-Life 2 distortion trumpets, but it has a deeper meaning than that. So I got into it. This is what he said in the description. From Kakaloo Land, Ghost in the Machine by 0G. So I searched up 0G sample libraries. And if you search it up, it was just an ambiance album, which it's $11 if you want to check it out. And basically, it's a dark and menacing ambiances, textures, heavenly pads, and apagensis. I don't know how to pronounce that for sure. So as soon as I take a look into it, it says this in the description. Ghost in the Machine is the second title the Altered State series, the sequel to the stunningly fresh-sounding Unhinged. This remarkable sequel delivers everything you expect and more from the natives 0D production team. Dark and menacing, mind-altering ambiances, heavenly pads, extraordinary operations, whatever you say. This sampling resource is packed full of some of the most amazing textures and effects ever created. Lie back, shut your eyes, and let the ghost take control of your inspiration flow. For more detailed info on the context of Ghost in the Machine, please take a look at the PDF of contents. Well, that's basically it for this video. Probably may have a part 2. If I'm missing something, please let me know in the comments, because I thank you guys for the feedback from the last video about the iceberg. I did what you guys told me to do a script, and I did everything that I did. So thank you guys for the love and the subscribing me and all that. I love the appreciation and that you guys gave me, and hopefully all of this is gonna work out for me. And this is the last video I'm gonna do before I hit the gaming things. with my friend Dr. Coomer and all of my friends. So I'm glad that you guys loved the video, and I hope you guys love this one. I tried my hardest to find out what it is. That's the original origin, is from Zero G's website. That's basically it. Nothing else towards it. But if I'm missing something, let me know in the comments, and I'll put it up for a part 2, or put you guys in my mentions and do everything about that. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, that's basically it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.